Hello and welcome to another update video about Bitcoin. Bitcoin continues to move down a little bit today. The price reacted to the communicated resistance area yesterday, as already suggested in the last video update today. So let's talk about the options that we have here on this chart. First of all, the base case is still that the price is in this wave 4 correction. My support zone is between $34,070 and $39,260. I've got the 23.6 fib level here. That's sort of what I would like it to reach at the very least in this wave 4. Then we've got the 38.2 fib level, seems quite far away. Don't suggest we necessarily get there. Let's first see if we can actually get some kind of a pullback at all, because at the moment the price, is sort of still moving in a range, and we haven't really started a deep pullback. Instead, it's just sort of sideways consolidation. Actually, it's still making higher highs and higher lows. Yeah? But we'll see. That can happen in a B wave. In a wave 4, you get. We talked about all that. So the options now. Obviously, price reacted to resistance, so it's good to see that those parameters were respected by the price. We had this descending trend line here, which is still relevant, and we can extend that a bit. I think that is sort of still relevant generally as maybe additional level of resistance. I don't put too much emphasis on trend lines, but this was one that I highlighted in addition in the resistance area. And as long as the price now stays below today's high, actually, which was made just around 43,830, the downside pressure should remain high. All we see at the moment is that the market did what we wanted it to do. We had a 5-wave sell-off, even though it's not a beautiful one. We had a corrective rally into resistance, and it didn't break resistance, and now it's coming down. So let's analyze what we see. This is currently a potential third wave down in the making, wave 3 of wave C. If that's the case, what would be roughly a target for that third wave to the downside? Well, I'd be watching for sort of the 1.236 extension as the very minimum, but that's not really strong enough actually. Ideally the 1.38 or lower. So that's 40k, 39.4k, and then 39.2k basically. Yeah, sort of in that region down there. Maybe starting at 40k lower. That's sort of the ideal target for a third wave. But as I said to you in the last video, I cannot confirm really that this third wave is unfolding until, first of all, we break out of this trend line to the downside, take out this wave 1 low, and then just keep going. It's difficult because this could be a lot of different stuff as well. Obviously, taking out those microstructures here will add probabilities to an unfolding third wave. For example, we've got this swing low, the wave 1, 41,650. Then we've got the previous swing lows here around 40,500. And I have to, I need to make you understand that it could be that there is a triangle unfolding here. That's way too early to confirm it, way too early. But it could be that this B wave is unfolding as a triangle. The A wave finished here, no change. But then this here would just be the A wave of a triangle. This here could be the B wave of the triangle. This here could be the C wave of the triangle, D, E. And then we break down. So that could keep us in this sideways correction for many more weeks. I just need to mention it, okay? And that's why I say, see, I'm not a prophet. So I cannot tell you that the third wave is definitely unfolding. One of the reasons we use Elliott Wave is to understand the context. And the context tells us that this B wave doesn't need to be over yet. So that just means, okay, let's understand the support and resistance levels, which I think we have understood. And let's just understand the relevant patterns that could also play out and which levels need to break to further confirm that indeed this third wave is unfolding. So I would not be surprised at all if the price gives us a little bit more roller coaster, a little bit more of a roller coaster right here, and we just continue to trend sideways before eventually coming down. I know it is always frustrating, and people always, highlight this as manipulation. When we are in a correction, it often happens when we're in a correction, people say it's manipulated. But that's just normal corrective price action. It happens in every correction, wave 2, wave 4. just in a wave 4, it's extremely boring. And not only that, it's also extremely frustrating because there have to be a lot of adjustments of the wave count on the smaller time frame. But really, as I often say, I do this mainly within the correction to identify when we could have bottomed. And so far, there is no bottoming structure I trust. Anything else is really just noise. Do not see the wave counts in a correction necessarily as predictive, but they tell you when a correction is likely going to finish, and we're not there yet. And if you want to, if you want to stay out of the chop, stay out of the noise, just zoom out and trade the higher time frame. Okay, that's very, very helpful sometimes. But yeah, I mean, bottom line is this could turn into a triangle. If we see those levels taken out, especially I would like to see that trend line taken out first, then yeah, it will add probabilities to an unfolding third wave. But price action is not large enough given the context to really confirm it's a third wave. I'm leaning towards it, but at the same time, I understand that out of this, probably 5 to 6 different patterns could evolve. But that doesn't change our parameters. The support level down there really counts. As long as this level is holding, I have no reason to change the assumption here that we are in a fourth wave and will then still move higher in a fifth wave afterwards. 50K is still 50 plus, 50K plus is still the target for the next wave up. That's my update about Bitcoin. I hope you liked the update. If you did, please hit the like button, leave a comment and subscribe. And if you really like the content, then please check out the channel membership. Also, make sure that you follow us on Instagram and Twitter for additional content. Thanks a lot for watching. Bye-bye.